When you are putting your resources into the kingdom of God, you're actually giving value to your resources. There's where real value is. Outside of the kingdom of God, money is nothing. About 20, 25, and your partnership. Consider what you're going to do this year. Plan it. Work towards it. The year in which we are taking the gospel of Jesus Christ to all nations, fully preaching it. In other words, saturating the world with this gospel. Doesn't matter where men are, and I mean men and women, wherever they are, whether in the dungeon, down deep somewhere in the lowest valley, or the highest mountain, makes no difference. Giving into God's work. So I said 2 things happened for you on that. Number 1, in giving into God's work, you are furthering God's work. So that is in furtherance of God's work. Number 2, it turns out for your prosperity. And so the systems of this world can't hold you back. Can't hold you back. It's just God's way, it's God's plan. That's the way it works. You give into God's work. The more you give into God's work, the more you ensure your own financial freedom and prosperity. Because then it's God's responsibility to give you a harvest on your giving. And that goes beyond the system of this world. But you got to start now. You start now, start early, start now. I said 2 things happen in your giving into God's work. And be specific. Number 1, it furthers the work. And number 2, it turns out for your prosperity. Such that in spite of what's happening, God's blessings turn back to you in abundance. It promotes you. That's the way to do it. There's no other way.
To watch and get other related messages from Pastor Chris, kindly explore the Pastor Chris Digital Library, available on the LoveWorld App Store.